Hello, and welcome to another episode. In today's episode, we are going to talk about if you are ready to transition from doing one-to-one services, Harinda, to for a group delivery. So, what qualifies you to transition from one-to-one to a group delivery? So I just want to start off this episode to just say that if you have not yet signed one-to-one client, this episode of what I'm going to say will probably not be relevant for you because you probably also will not have the steps that I'm going to talk about today in place. If you have not yet signed one-to-one client, there's there will not be 5 to 10 people that will magically appear and say that they want to invest in your group program if you have not yet learned how to articulate and attract one-to-one high ticket client. So that's that. And but today I'm also going to talk about, of course, what qualifies you to transition into a group container. So if you want to raise your rates and offer a high ticket group program, this is from my experience and my perspective. This is what I personally feel that you need to have in place in order for you to do that. So this episode will be for you who offer a one-to-one service, looking to scale your current offer, and want to raise your rates and hopefully free up some time by offering a group container. But for you to do that, the first thing, as I see, you need to have in place is that you need to communicate your value in a way that your audience understand what they are investing in. What are they buying into? And this is probably not a shocker for you because I talk about this all the time. But people need to understand what they're buying into. You also need to understand what kind of people, what is the common denominator for this group of individuals that I want to place inside a group and deliver a result to. Who are those people? If you cannot clearly articulate who those people are, what those people are looking for, and how they want this result to be accomplished, you will have a problem. So if you are out here offering a one-to-one service that will help entrepreneurs scale their business, when you did, there's so many ways to scale a business. I work in the B2B industry. This is not a secret. I do this part-time. This business right here is part-time. I work full-time in the B2B industry. So I see that when we talk in my full-time job about what the strategy are for every year, it could be different ways to scale a business. We can have different kind of strategies. So if you are here who are a service provider, helping entrepreneurs scale their business, what kind of entrepreneurs are you helping to scale? Are the companies in the oil sector? Are the coaches? Are the hairdressers? They're all entrepreneurs. So what kind of entrepreneurs are you trying to help? And all those entrepreneurs are possibly looking for different ways to scale a business. Some businesses, they struggle with cash flow, so they need to increase the top line revenue, more revenue in. That's one way to scale a business. The second second way to scale a business is to increase the bottom line, increasing the profits. So they earn enough money on the top line, but they have so much cost out of the business, so the profit margins is gone. So they need to scale the business by increasing the bottom line. One company want to scale the business because by increasing the company value, because they're looking for an exit strategy. So they want to increase the value of the company, scale it that way, so there can be investors buying the company so they can get more money for the company. So there's 3 different ways of scaling a business, and there's 3 different entrepreneurs. So if you are here teaching entrepreneurs how to scale a business, and you're looking into getting them all in a group container, bear in mind those 3 companies are looking for different kind of results, and you, my friend, are in trouble because you cannot possibly deliver on that result effectively. You cannot help people to scale the business on all of those 3 things at once, even though you still like that is what you have sold people into. So if you cannot clearly communicate what kind of result you are selling people into, you will have a problem. So that is the first thing that you need to be clear on, how to communicate that. Be clear on who do you want to have in a group. What kind of result are you going to help them to achieve? And how are you going to help them to achieve that result? So, when you have nailed that, people now understand what they are investing in. The second point is that you need to prove, that you can deliver on the result that you promise. You need to deliver on the result that you promise. One thing is that you can deliver the result for yourself. You know how to do things. You know what the process is. You know the steps. But can you deliver the result to your clients? And how many of your clients have received the result that they have bought into? Because people, high-ticket clients, they do not wake up and just want to invest in a group container. People buy results. High-ticket clients, they buy result. They invest their money in you because they are tired of buying all these courses that do not promise on the result that they have been sold into. They do not deliver on the result. They invest high ticket, a premium price, to work with somebody who actually can deliver on the result that they say that they can deliver on. So can you prove that you can deliver on the result that you promise your audience? So how many of your clients have actually received the result? How good of a communicator and a teacher are you? And that you can help your audience, you help your clients to get the result that they have invested in. So now you have made people understand what they're buying into, and you also can prove what kind of result. You can also prove that you can deliver on the result that you promise. The third thing is that do you have a structure and a documented process that gives you the possibility to scale? Because have you worked with enough one-to-one clients to understand the patterns, understand how you need to structure the process? What is the steps that is required to get that result? Can you structure a process? Because high ticket clients, they just want the result. I just need a step-by-step process that will take me from where I am today to where I want to be. So if you want to attract 2 to 4 to 5, 10 people into a group container, and you collectively are going to deliver on the result that they all have bought into, you need to have a step-by-step process in place so they can understand what they need to do in order to get to that result. You need to be a good teacher to deliver and communicate the steps that is required to actually get the result. And you need to have a process that is repeatable for every person that comes into your program, so you don't have to have tailored processes, doing things different for every client that comes in, because that is not scalable, my friend. If you need to customize the process for every person that comes into your program, you will have a burnout within a month. That is not scalable. You need to find a process where you can automate and standardize the process that will lead to the result that they have invested in. So do you have a structure and a documented process in place that gives you the possibility to scale? Because you need to have worked with enough one-to-one clients to understand what is the patterns. Like, where do people stop in the process? Where in the process do they need help? And I think many also, this is what I see a lot of people doing wrong, is that they justify the high ticket price by adding more stuff into the program. Because it's so much money. People paying me $5,000. I need to justify the price and add stuff into my program. Bonuses. Increasing the length of the program. Like, if I pay you $1,000 to work with you, I don't care how many bonus things I get, bonus materials. I don't give a shit. Like, frankly, I do not watch those bonus materials. Never have, never will. What I need from you is just to teach me the process, because I have invested so much money into courses and other programs that did not deliver, and I'm tired of it. So I'm paying you $1,000 just to help me to get over my current problem. And I am not here to watch all of your bonus extra materials that don't provide me anything. I want to get to the result as quickly as possible. So if the quicker you can give them the result, the better it is. High ticket clients, they pay for speed. So don't try to add more stuff in it to justify the price. Less is more. I promise you, less is more. The simpler you can make the process, the more easy you can make the process the more easier you can make the process easier to understand, the better it is for me. I don't need to have a 12 weeks program just for the sake of it. If you can deliver the result to me in 6 weeks, perfect. Good. Don't need more fluff, no more materials, no more extra modules. I don't want to watch 8 hours of video content if I do not have to. I just want to have a step-by-step process that can lead me to the result. So do you have a step-by-step process in place? A structured and documented process of what your clients need to do in order to get to that result as quickly as possible. Thank you very much. And this is something I see a lot of people struggle with, especially when they're increasing their rates, because they think that they feel like that the high ticket price is so damn high that they need to justify it in some way or the other. But instead of you justifying it by adding more stuff, justify it by being more available for your clients, delivering a good, better client experience, being there to hold their hand. But I do not look at I don't justify the value of the program based on the length of it, of how many modules it is. I base the value of the result. If you can deliver on the result, if the process is structured, if it's easy to understand, and how quickly you can deliver that result to me. Like I have now worked with the Elite program, my current only program, for 2.5 years, and I have done now group delivery the entire 2023. And for every cohort that is done, finished, I look for feedback on how I can make that process better and easier and simpler. So instead of me trying to add more stuff in to justify the price, I look for ways on how can I take stuff out of it that is not necessary for my clients to have, to watch, to read about. What can I take out of the process that will make my clients reach the result even faster? Improving the process. But in order for me to improve the process, I need to understand what kind of patterns there is. Where in the process do my clients struggle the most? Where do I need to hold their hand? What kind of steps in the process is not necessary? But in order for you to do that, you have to have had enough one-to-one clients to work with, to understand the patterns, to understand what is necessary and what is not necessary. So in order for you to so what qualifies you to transition to group? It is, you need to communicate the value that people are buying themselves into. They need to understand who this program is for, what kind of result is this program giving me, and how are we going to get the result. And what I also have experienced when I transition from one-to-one services to a group delivery is that there's different kind of objections when you are delivering in a group container. So when you are now looking into doing that, the objection is that who is in the group? What kind of people is in the group? So if the group does not match, people will not buy into your program. They are very curious about who is in the group. Are the people like me with the same type of problems and struggles, who are looking for the same type of result as me? That is a valid objection that people have. Because they invest a lot of money into this program, so they want, and they're getting less time, one-on-one time access to me, because that is what they actually want. They need access to the information, the source, which is me. So when they transition into a group and buying into a group container, they need to share me with everybody else. So they are curious of what kind of people have I put together in a group. So that is a valid objection and a thought that many people have. So if you cannot clearly communicate and attract the right type of people who all are in the same place, but also looking to go in the same direction together, if you can't communicate that, you will have problems with enrolling people into your your group container. I can almost guarantee it. Because I ask the same questions. Who is this program for? Is it for entrepreneurs? But I'm looking to increase my profits, my bottom line. Can you help me with that? But another one is looking into increasing the top line, like the revenue, cash flow, money in, more leads. You see, I'm a coach. I'm a consultant. I'm a business consultant. But who is in your group? Is it like hairdressers? We don't operate in the same way. Can you give me the same result as them? I'm in tech. I'm a SaaS business. I deliver software. Am I going to be in the same cohort as people who's doing nails? But we are still entrepreneurs. So, are we going to get the same result? Is a strategy that is going to get the result the same? Even though I'm a tech company, I deliver software, but she's delivering doing her nails and pedicures. But we're still entrepreneurs. We still want to scale a business. You see? That was just an example, but it's a damn good example. So, yes, you need to communicate the value that you deliver. You also need to prove that your process works. You also have to prove that you can deliver on the result that people are buying into. If I give you 10 clients tomorrow, can you handle it? And can you give all of those 10 people the same result? Does your process work? I know you can get the result for you, but can you get the result for me? Because that's what I'm interested in. I don't care about your results, how much money you make. I want to make money. So does your process work for me? You need to prove that. The third point is, do you have a structured and documented process in place? Because I just want to get the result quick. Just give me the steps that I need to take and I'll do it. So do you have that process? Do you know what I need to do in order to get that result? Because if you're going to get, if you have 4 people in that group, are we all doing the same steps? Or do you need to customize the process for me and the 3 persons in that group? So, if you are clear about who you're talking to, who you want to get in that group, what kind of result you deliver, and how you deliver that result, and you can prove that you can deliver on that result, and the process is the same for every person who enrolls into your program, that is a good sign that you are ready to transition into a group container and transition from doing one-to-one services to a group delivery. I hope that was clear. Yes, I will share this live on my feed, and I hope this was valuable for you. And I see you next week. Love you all, my awesome friends. Bye bye.